We just came through a massive year of shedding, purging, letting go of what wasn't aligned. Yes, that number 9 year of the snake, it is over because now the energy is changing. It is the year of the fire horse. It's not about reflection and purging. It's about movement. It is go time. It's not about, oh, is the energy changing? Oh, the energy is changing. The question is, how are you going to ride it? So welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Stella Wilde, and we are going to dive into your reading for the year of the fire horse. Momentum, excitement, starting bold new adventures. What are you going to choose to claim for yourself? Make sure you let me know in the comments. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know about a bold new adventure in the year of the fire horse. Are you excited? How are you feeling with Neptune and Saturn in your sign? I've made a whole bunch of videos about that. You might want to check those out if you haven't seen them already. Aries. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, we have rebirth, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. Freaking gorgeous. Now, the deck I've chosen today is unicorns because I didn't find a horse deck I liked. So work with the theme here. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And look at all these fiery colors. This really is it. You got Saturn, Neptune in your sign. There's going to be a huge stellium collection of planets middle of April in your sign with your new moon. I mean, this is your year. Jupiter's going into Leo, fellow fire sign, June 30th. How are you going to reinvent yourself? What are you going to do? What new adventure will cause you to reinvent yourself? This is not about same old anymore. Give life to your dreams, create a new reality. Oh my God, so gorgeous. All right, let us see what we need to know about that, Aries. Let us see. A bold adventure of rebirth. Yeah, because I mean, it was really not good for Aries to have Saturn and Neptune in the sign behind yours in Pisces for all that time. It really was not good. It was not good. Oh, we have a 3 of Wands, more fiery Aries. And we have a 10 of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. All right, so let's just get a little message here going of how to use this energy, because that's really what it's all about. Like, nobody can make you rebirth yourself. Okay, it's like you got to choose to do that. You got to choose your adventure. So I think you have something in mind here, this 3 of Wands. This is about, I think, really by your birthday season beginning. So end of March, that you have that vision in mind. Now, we got a Mercury retrograde coming up. I'm going to be doing a video on that. So subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss that. And that goes until the start of your birthday season. It goes February 28th, I believe, till March 20th. So, you know, use that Mercury retrograde to kind of rethink your rebirth situation and what you do want to move ahead on in your life in 2026. And then, you know, get ready to launch. And that can be also this High Priestess here is to really tune in with your spirit. Like intuitively, what have you noticed, this 3 of Wands, that has been kind of tugging at you? This new vista, this new horizon, intuitively, you're kind of like, yeah, this keeps popping up in my mind. This keeps popping up on my For You page. This keeps popping up on Instagram and I see it. This keeps popping up when I turn on YouTube and I see this video about the thing I've been kind of thinking about. You get my point. So I think something is trying to get your attention, but here's the issue, this 10 of Wands. This is about wrapping up an energetic cycle, this 10 of Wands. But as I say about this guy, he's got his head, not in the clouds, but in work, in a burden. Like he is not seeing the larger picture of his life or her life, this figure in the 10 of Wands. So it's like, get your head out of the you-know-where, okay? Get your head out of your bum and start really seriously thinking about this rebirth, because this energy, this momentum is just going to keep accelerating as we get into your birthday season. Jupiter moves into Leo. We got a solar eclipse in Leo. I mean, we have one also. I'm making a video on that too in Aquarius coming up. But that one in Leo, especially for you in August, mid-August, I think is going to be an accelerant. It is going to be a fire starter. But you want to get your motor running and you want to get things on the way with this rebirth even before that eclipse happens in mid-August. So that is the thing. This is not about business as usual with this 10 of Wands. This whole year, it's a number 1 year, right? It's the year of the fire hose. It's all about new beginnings. This is about wrapping up the old. And during the Mercury retrograde in Pisces is a great time for you to do that and start thinking outside the box. Start paying attention to what kind of has been coming in on your psychic radar of where and how you want to move next. And you can start sketching out some plans for yourself. That's also the beauty of that 3 of Wands. What's going to be your move toward this rebirth? Let me know in the comments. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know about the year of the fire horse, a bold new adventure on the way for you. But of course, you got to use the energies. You got to claim it for yourself. Let me know in the comments what that might be for you. Taurus, let us see. Taurus. All right, let's see what we have here. We have adventure, dare to do things differently. I've been preaching this to you for a couple of months now. Manifest your travel dreams, move to a new location. All right, everything's a metaphor. You don't have to move if you don't want to move. Take what resonates, leave the rest, as the saying goes. This is a unicorn deck. It's the closest deck I could find to a horse deck. So we have this beautiful, look at the beautiful colors here. Look at the green. That's very Taurus. I love this for you. I really think the first thing, dare to do things differently. You know, Uranus is almost finished with you. It will move out end of April from your sign. You've had it in there for 7 years, giving you a wild ride of adventure. Now you're going to be free from it. But other adventures await you because Chiron's going to be moving into your sign for a little bit in 2026. That video will be coming later in the next couple of months. But you have learned about adventure and you have learned about things that unexpectedly happen and pop in and get you out of a comfort zone. That's what Uranus has been teaching you. But the year of the fire horse is saying, all right, so you've had to be flexible. You've had to learn new things. Now, what are you going to do? Now, how are you going to create your own adventure? Choose your own adventure. Do things differently, even if that's like the day-to-day way you live your life. How do you make your life on a daily basis a grand adventure? Okay, so let's pull some cards. Let us see. But yeah, some of you, maybe you're really going to be focusing in on travel. That's very possible. Let us see. Taurus. Oh, well, there's a travel card, the Fool. Oh, and the Judgment. And the Page of Wands. I think some of you are going to be planning some sort of trip. Now, remember, it doesn't have to be like a big thing, like you're going overseas or whatever, but it might happen in a fire sign season with the Page of Wands here. It's very possible. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius season. It may have something to do with going back to revisit a place you've already been with this Fool card pointed to the past for me. I look at this way, go into the future. It's possible, or maybe it's just been something in the past you've dreamed about so much, you've been wanting to do, and you make a decision that this is your year. This is your grand adventure. This is this is what we're going to do. And, start making those plans. Page of Wands. Start taking some baby steps toward planning it now. We have a Mercury retrograde coming up. I will be doing a video on that, so hit the bell, subscribe so you don't miss that. But that is from February 28th to March 20th. So that would be a good time to just make the plans and decide with this Judgment, find good deals, these types of things. But also, this is Uranus, the Fool. So it may have something to do with some sort of situation that was developing the last 7 years for you where you weren't able to travel, and now you are because you're free from some sort of situation that you had to, I'm just getting the word divorce. You had to divorce yourself from, whether it's was a literal divorce or a divorce, a breakup with, a career or a business partner or whatever. But I feel like you are making this decision more for yourself, which is very good. And it has the potential to really usher in a new chapter in your life, to revive your energy in some way. This is revival. And this can also be this Fool and Judgment. It can be a revival in the sense of just also your physical energy. Like whatever you decide to do with this grand adventure, even if it's just day to day or doing things differently, it revives your spirit and it revives your physical energy levels. It's like you might have been in a little bit of an inertia or a holding pattern, especially, last year, the year of the snake, number 9 year, all of that. Many of us felt like that. Like we were trying to get things going, but it was just more like, let go, let go, let go. So this is more like, all right, I let go. I'm free now. The Fool. Let's revive my life. Let's revive my energy levels. Let's take some baby steps toward new things. And that's the thing too, you're a fixed sign energy, which is fine. And sometimes it can be easier, especially after all the dramas of Uranus, this Fool card, right? Like maybe it's better for you to just do little things one step at a time to get this energy going. It is the year of the horse, the fire horse. It can feel very much like momentum is just dragging you along because all of a sudden things are kicking off, things are happening. But you can always, because you're a Taurus, you can always slow it down a little yourself. The thing is to keep some momentum going with this Page of Wands. We just don't want to come to a dead stop. That's not going to help in this year, okay? So daring to do things differently, one step at a time, energetic revival, travel, which can simply mean seeing things with fresh eyes in a fresh way. You don't have to literally leave your neighborhood. You might have to leave your house, okay? But you don't have to leave your town. You can stay where you are and just have new adventures there if that suits you. Okay, so expand your horizons, Taurus. All right, a Gemini. Let's see what you need to know about this year, the fire horse. What bold, grand new adventure you might claim for yourself, because it is all about using the energies. We have a unicorn deck because that was the closest I could find to a horse of a deck I actually liked. So let's see what we have for you. Gemini. All right, what do we got? Ooh, we have passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. So you got the fire horse. It's right here for you. Or the fire unicorn. So Uranus is going back into your sign for good as of, I believe, April 26th. So yeah, you're going to be feeling the electric vibes. It's electric. Amping and ramping up your energy. And then, of course, it's the year of the fire horse. We have Jupiter going into Leo, end of June, your third house of your mind, firing up your brain. So, wow. All right. So what excites you? Let me know in the comments. What do you want to pursue? Because everything's a metaphor. The passion can be a relationship, sure, if you want it to be, but it is more about getting fired up about your life, increasing your energy levels. How are you going to be doing that? Saturn in Aries can help us all get back to those gym routines that we may need. So that's possible. All right, let us see what you need to know, Gemini. Oh, we have talked about the third house. We have a 3 of coins and we have a 10 of swords. And we have the world. All right. Okay. Everything's a metaphor. We just kind of look at all of this energy holistically. So yes, many of us felt a very 10 of swordsies in the number 9 year, last year, 2025, the year of the snake. We felt like we were stuck. And the only thing that we could do is keep purging, facing the dark night of the soul, the last go round of Neptune and Saturn also in Pisces. That was a very Ten of Swords moment. And that was it was, hard, right? It's mental energy here. And also not being stuck in place, being stuck until you dealt with your shit, basically, Ten of Swords. But it is a different year now. It is a different scenario. This passion is saying, make the plan for yourself. If there is something that still needs to be released, which, hey, there might be. We got, the year of the fire horse starting February 17th. And then on the 28th of February, Mercury going retrograde in your ruling planet in Pisces, until March 20th. So it could be you get a little chance before the momentum really kicks off to clean up anything that's still left over. Because that Mercury retrograde in Pisces is interesting. It's in freaking Pisces, right? We've just dealt with the dramas of Pisces with Saturn and Neptune. Are we done yet? No, boo, you ain't done yet. You may still have a little bit more to shift, especially because that's your ruling planet. And again, it may be use the energies, as I say all the time, to use that Mercury retrograde to rethink your plan of how you want to bring some sort of way you're going to light up your world in a whole new direction, that you're going to bring success to yourself. Okay. It's like, this is an egg that she is in. And yes, the world can be an ending card, but what happens after an ending? There's a new beginning. There's your ending right there, the Ten of Swords. So let the past go. Put it into perspective of whatever. Use that Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And that is happening in your 10th house. So it may have something to do with career things. It's possible public visibility, things like that. Maybe you want to make a plan to have a whole new way of showing up in the world and being visible, for yourself with this world card that is showing up. And that is more authentic to what is exciting you. So this could be, again, like rethinking career options, or being like, yeah, you know what? I want to bring more passion and excitement into my life. So I'm going to freaking retire. I'm going to finally do it. And I'm going to show up in a different way and pursue things and hobbies, especially this Three of Coins, that excite me. So wherever you're at in life, these are the types of themes that could be going on for you with the energy according to the tarot. But of course, take what resonates, leave the rest, etc., as they say. But that is what I feel here. Like, your world could really be a place of lots of excitement, passionate new beginnings, things that just light you up. That's the thing with the World card. That feel good, that make you feel like you're going somewhere. Now, this may have something to do with a trip. That is also possible. Maybe it would really excite you, as it says here in this card, firing up about your life, to have something you're working toward, like a big trip that you've saved for, that you've planned for, etc. So it could be something like that also. But it can just also be a plan to radically change your world and restructure your world. It's the Three of Coins here. Restructure your world, especially your daily life, in some way that allows more passion and excitement in your life, allows more time for hobbies or whatever things that you want to do. Maybe you're trying to build a business on the side, and you can allow more time to do that because you're restructuring. You're making different choices so that you have more time to pursue things that matter to you, that make you feel excited. So that's what I would say. If you are interested in increasing your energy levels, there is something here, I think, about a group. It could be small group training. This is not medical advice. You do you, but it could be exercise classes, small group coaching, like when a group of people get together and have a trainer and they go work out on the machines at the gym, like these types of things. That's what this is saying to me. So if that part really resonated for you, I would suggest you look into that for yourself. All right, Cancer, let's see what your grand adventure might be. Everything's a metaphor with these cards. In the year of the fire horse, let us see. Cancers. Now, the best deck I could find is a unicorn deck. I wanted some sort of horse deck, but I didn't like any of them that I saw. So let's see what you got. Ooh, we have courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Okay, so your year of the fire horse adventure may push you out of a big comfort zone. Absolutely. And you are safe in taking some sort of risk. Okay, everything's a metaphor. And set strong boundaries is interesting because Saturn, the planet of boundaries, has moved into Aries, your 10th house of visibility of the public. So it can be something like that, like especially if you're trying to do new things in your career with those energies in your 10th house of career. It could be related to that, setting those strong boundaries so people can't drain on your energy, they can't drag you down, that you have time to do what you want to do, etc. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. Let us see. What are you going to do? That's going to require a little courage. Let us see. And that really can be anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be business, but I was just talking about that because of Saturn. It requires courage sometimes just to make a big change in your life. Do something different. All right, let us see. But that's the thing too with the fire horse. It can be about just do it. Just take that leap before you let fear stop you. Again, in a general sense, you make your own decisions. Let's see. Hello, Ace of Wands. Hello, Ace of Coins. Hello, the Star card. Could this not be more perfect for you? This is gorgeous. Okay, so there's something here yearning, burning badly here, this Ace of Wands. Aces for me are about the number one, which is you. And yes, initiating energy here for you. So we got the Aquarius, Pluto's in Aquarius. That is your house of transformation and looking things squarely in the face so you can transform them. It's the 8th house. Pluto is there. So it takes courage to look at the shit in our lives in order to make a fresh start, which is what we have here. So whatever you want to initiate in your life, this Ace of Wands, it could be something in business. It could be something with your own physical well-being. It could just be something you've been passionately wanting to start and pursue. It is time to ground it into the reality of the situation. Ace of Coins here. And come up with a practical plan to move toward that new destined healing path, situation, result, healer, transformation, whatever it might be. Because nothing changes until things change. And what has to change? The courage to look at something and start a new path for yourself that has the potential to bring a lot of healing, but also extremely deep transformation. Like we're talking about the type that you could really shift a lot of energy that might have been holding you back from your greatest potential. If you look at it, and if you look at it, because it's the year of the fire horse, if you look at it as a way that fire purges and cleanses, if you look at it in a way that it is a grand adventure of transformation, yeah, maybe a little scary, of course, but what isn't? What isn't really? So this could be a very profound year, and you may see that you can kind of burn. I'm kind of getting like a little buzz of burning off like a karmic contract, burning, really like you don't rip up that karmic contract. That karmic contract will be burned and firmly put in your past in some way because you're riding away from it, not toward it. You're riding toward your own healing and transformation and growth. And that is very powerful. So I think there could be something here too with some sort of energy dynamic with a relationship, whatever relationship it is in your life that you're putting in those boundaries because you are really committed first to your own healing and how your energy is either supported or not supported when you're in certain types of connections with people. And you're really looking to have it be supportive. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know. Your fire horse grand adventure, Leos. Are you getting excited for Jupiter going into your sign this year? Let me know in the comments. All right, so this is a unicorn deck because I didn't like any of the horse decks I saw. So that's the closest I could get to a year of the horse motif. We have a unicorn. Oh, isn't this beautiful? Dance. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. Ooh, gorgeous. So Year of the Fire Horse is about movement. So this is very interesting that we got this for you. And of course, you know, this could be your sign to start taking a dance class, perhaps. But again, everything's a metaphor. Dance with the rhythm of life. What does that mean for you? Ease, flow, momentum, all of that Year of Fire Horse. Things that make you feel alive and passionate, that speak to your passions, that get you lit up, fired up, that make you feel seen and recognized and excited. It's very much, I feel like Dance with the Rhythm of Life for you is very much like, you can see in the background here, my sun poster, my sun card, like the little child on the horse, right? Which is your energy in tarot. It's like the rhythm of life for you, that fresh start energy, the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, the momentum of joy. That is the thing. So very interesting. All right, let us see what we need to know for you. And everything's a metaphor. I mean, this could also have something to do with music, especially, you know, if you are a musician, a songwriter. Music is also a very powerful manifestation tool. So it can be something like that as well. Like, what is your theme song for the year ahead? Let us see. I mean, think about it. Horsepower, you know, cars and horsepower, the rhythm of life, going on new adventures. You got the radio turned up to your favorite song. It's like that type of thing, Leo. Oh, what is this doing here? Ten of Swords. King of Pentacles. And it's, okay, what are these cards, Leo? What is going on? Oh, finally. Okay. All right, look. There is an old paradigm that is still running in the background right now. Okay? This is a leftover. This is an energetic leftover. Here we have something beautiful. We'll talk about that in a second, but we have an energetic leftover of, no, that's not for me. I can't do it. Or I am stuck in some way. I don't have permission. Somebody will think it's silly. It could be somebody in your life with this King of Pentacles showing up. So somebody around you, probably Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Capricorn showing up here with the devil energy. But this is your 6th house of well-being and work. We have 2 tens. So that can be about ending cycles. But there's still something here that has got a hold on you with this devil. And I think this is about some sort of heavy, because the King of Pentacles is a heavy energy. It can be when we have this lineup, maybe not in isolation, one card, but it's stoic, it's immovable. King of Pentacles, you know, it's solid. All right. So look at this energy. This is something that has, it's like concretized. It's become concrete and you think you can't shift it. Whereas dance and movement, it's free flowing, right? It's what's the word I want? It's alive. It's, you just kind of listen to your body. You just do your thing. I mean, yes, there's choreography if that's your thing. Okay. But if you're doing the ecstatic dance, right? You're just in the flow of that movement. This is like, I am so stuck in in this energy. Like my whole thing is concretized. So this can be perfectionism. This could be heavy things from other people. You get my point here. Like getting back into your body, getting into the things that feed your momentum can help you shift this. Now, Mercury is going retrograde in Pisces, your house of transformation, from February 28th to March 20th. I will be doing a video on that, but I would suggest that during that Mercury retrograde, you rethink how you can get out of this extremely concretized situation. It's time to blast through that concrete, bulldoze the concrete, get out of your own way, and move forward. And we have the Ace of Coins here. Aces for me are about the self. And this is something that the universe could be bringing in, but I think this is also something you already have. This is something you're holding in your hand. That's your hand. So are you going to stand up for yourself in some way and claim your right to joy? That is what I feel. And doing it in a way that starts and builds something new in your life, Ace of Coins, that can grow deep roots, that can stand the test of time, and that feeds your self-worth. That is the thing. And that is not connected to anybody else's idea over here of what you should value, what you should be thinking about, what you should be doing, what you should be saying and obeying. This is like obeying. That's what this is here. This double, this King of Coins. It's time to listen to yourself and make the rules about your life. And the rules are about joy, and joy that you can do on some sort of regular schedule, I would say, with the Ace of Coins. All right, Virgos, let's see what you need to know. Year of the Fire Horse, a bold new adventure for you. Let us see. Virgos, are you ready for your lunar eclipse on March 3rd? Are you ready for the South Node to get out of your sign? How are you doing, Virgos? Let me know in the comments. All right, let us see. What do we have for you? Ooh, we have some abundance. Love it. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Now, everything's a metaphor. Nothing's guaranteed. It's about you taking yourself on a grand adventure. What are you going to move toward in terms of your own abundance? How are you going to create blessings for yourself? Okay. Let us see. So this is a unicorn deck. Close enough to a horse idea. Let us see what you need to know. Virgo. What's the bounty of life for you? What would make you feel a sense of abundance in all ways in your life? Well, we have the Hierophant here. And we have the Star. Wow. A commitment to your own joy. Okay. All right. So we have the Hierophant. We have Taurus energy, your 9th house. We have the star card, Aquarius energy, which is your 6th house of well-being and work. And we have the 9 of Cups, all about wishes coming true. So, this is about, I think, committing to some sort of new path for yourself, being a bit more visible and expansive, like being in the mindset of expansion and growth and of abundance. And sometimes that takes a lot of faith. You are ruled by Mercury. You tend to, as we know, we're not trying to stereotype, but you're ruled by Mercury. One of your strengths is your ability to analyze, to parse, to pick apart. That it can be a great strength. But when we're talking about something like this, and we have these type of cards coming up, that can be a detriment, right? That can be like, not having that commitment to your own possibility and faith and wishes happening, but instead nitpicking and being pessimistic. So we don't want to do that. This year, the Fire Horse, it's a lot about just getting on that horse and going for the ride. You may not know, is it going to work out or what's going to happen at the end of that journey. But it really is about the journey. And this is about a journey to commit to your own joy. And as I say all the time, money loves joy. Abundance loves joy. So that's what we have going on here. And, you know, with the ninth house showing up with the Taurus, it could be committing to travel. It could be committing to learning something new that, especially spirituality oriented with the star here. It could just be a commitment to making your wishes come true with your well-being. Like what really nurtures you and makes you feel a sense of abundance in your life, that everything is feeling good and aligned for you, not just financially, but emotionally, physically, spiritually, where you feel like you're in that state of, I am so grateful, right? Okay. So that's what I would say here. There is a commitment to honor your well-being. There is a commitment here to make about possibly for some of you making a change, having a grand new adventure with something you're doing for your daily habits, routines, and work. And yes, something that maybe even takes you to the next level of visibility, the up-leveling of your public profile in some way. That is possible if, you know, that's what you're into. Apply the energies to your life, okay? So I love this for you. The thing here is to, you know, be in that state, this 9 of Cups of not greed, which sometimes is the negative connotation of the 9 of Cups, but in the positive, hopeful expectation of, you know, the joy that we can feel when we tap into our emotional state of, wow, this is possible for me. It is possible for you. So, and making a commitment, maybe, you know, the vibe I'm getting too, this is maybe the year to start the gratitude journal or restart it, you know, because you may get more results from that. It could help you stay on track with your emotional energy here, this 9 of Cups. So this is excellent. There is a lesson here. I really don't like that word lesson, but there is a lesson here about your ability to choose things that are aligned for you emotionally, that make you feel abundant, and that are ultimately very healing for your life. So some of you could be finding healing solutions, but this of your finances, your well-being, but this is not about over-engineering it, over-analyzing it. This is about, ooh, I feel that little spark in my heart when I talk to this healing professional. Yeah, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to follow that and move forward with that person to help me get a new exercise plan, as an example. You get my point. Okay, so this looks very promising for you. How are you going to use the energies? Let me know in the comments. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know about the year of the fire horse. What bold, grand, new adventure you might be going on. Libras, let us see. Libras. Ooh, we have healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Now, everything's a metaphor. Okay, everything's a metaphor. That may apply. It can also be that you're going to be on a healing journey in the year ahead. It's possible. This was the only deck I liked that even came close to a horse motif. It is unicorns. Okay. So, and healing gifts, it doesn't mean necessarily being a doctor or being a Reiki master or whatever. It could be whatever way your energy brings healing and comfort to yourself, to other people, etc. Okay. So again, work with the metaphors of everything. But stay true to your path as a healer. I would say stay true to your path of whatever heals you, heals your life. Going forward and following your bliss, following that fire horse momentum toward your own passionate healing that makes you feel good. Okay. All right. Let us see. Libras, what do we need to know? All right. I saw the devil on the bottom. I'm not having that. I'm trying not to look. Okay, let us see. All right, I don't know what's on the bottom. Let us see. Oh, we have the Lovers. Oh, and we have Judgment. Okay. And we have you. All right, so there may be something going on here. I'm going to read this a couple different ways, where you may be making some sort of decision to bring more healing relationships in your life and perhaps cut out those relationships that are not that way. Okay, because her back is turned to this, notice, this Queen of Swords. And because she's the Queen of Swords showing up here, it can be after some evidence is presented, Judgment card, you discern that, yes, this is a go, this is a healing adventure, this is a healing relationship, or no, it's a no-go. It's not going to work. I am not going to use my life force energy to invest in that any longer. So there could be that happening here with this Lovers. So it could be a literal intimate relationship. It could be friendships, whatever you have going on. And it can just be too about the general choices that you make every day that you discern that infuse your life with fresh new energy, right? That bring a revival to your life, that don't drag you backwards into despair. And in that way, the choices that you make every day heal your life, support your well-being. It's like that type of thing. But also, this Gemini energy, Uranus is going into Gemini at the end of April. That's your 9th house of learning. It's your 9th house of spirituality. It is a house of growth, expansion, learning new things, discovering things about yourself, writing, academia. So some of you, if you are interested in some sort of healing profession, or you could be a healer already, there may be something going on for you where you decide to take yourself on a brand new adventure and start a new healing modality course, get certified in something new that you want to learn about and do. It could be sort of a spur of the moment with Uranus, and that's also very fire horse. It could be also something that involves the internet in some way. Maybe if you have a healing business, you might be making decisions to communicate, get your business out there more, especially via the internet, because of that Uranian influence. And also that's very 9th house. So it is these types of things. You may be reviving a healing practice you had before, especially reviving it via the internet in some way, if you had to take a break from it or something like that. But I feel this is very, very positive for you. And I love the fact that you are showing up here. And I love her with her little hand. It's like, welcome to aligned connections, the Lovers, that support my healing journey, that are truly loving and beautiful in my life. But also that hand can turn around real fast and go like this and say, no. Make the decision to put up that boundary. Nope, you're not coming toward me. I'm hopping on my horse and riding far away from you because you're not a healing energy or vibe in my life. So I think being very aware of that as well, especially this double energy here of asserting boundaries and being very cognizant of what does heal your life, who does support your healing, and what doesn't. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to know about the year of the fire horse. What grand new adventure you might be heading toward in your life. Momentum, fast pace. Let us see. Scorpio. All right, what do we have? Ooh, we have action. We have action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. So this is a unicorn because it was the only deck I could find vaguely horse related that I liked. There you are, running through the forest, leaping out of a beautiful white light here, charging ahead. This is beautiful. So this is the year to act and take inspired action toward your dreams and move forward with confidence. So what dream are you going to move toward? What inspired actions are you going to take? And that this is very fire horse themed, because it is not just about waiting around on the sidelines or, it is about getting on that horse and riding and letting that momentum take you forward. Hopefully with a little bit of a plan, but you don't have to have the perfect plan in order to get the ball rolling, to get the horse on the road, so to speak. You just got to start moving. And it is, as this card is saying, the inspired action. And that speaks very much to the fire of the fire horse year. Feeling that spark. This is not about drudgery or shoulds. This is about what you're feeling really excited to pursue. I mean, come on, look, we just got the Magician and the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so let's discuss. So we have the Magician. For me, it is a year-long energy. It is very much about your personal power, the things that you can create in your life. And again, it's coming from a sense of happiness. You could also be very motivated to create change in your life because of a relationship, and a relationship can be you and your cat. I mean, whatever. It could be because of a home situation. Maybe you're really making changes in your life, taking inspired action because you want to manifest a new home. You want to move, especially because we have this 8 of Cups. It could be you're motivated by a relationship that you're, working for your family. You're manifesting, taking inspired action for them. These types of things. Also, the other thing too, I always say about the 10 of Cups, because it's the 10, it can just be your ultimate personal happiness. Not everybody wants a relationship or is in one and these types of things, okay? But it can also be like, for you, what is your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Like, what are you going to take inspired action on to manifest something truly valuable and possibly also a little miraculous in your life? Like, this is the vibe I am getting. This is about you creating your own miracle in some way, your own abundance, your own happiness. And this 8 of Cups is so interesting here because this is about, yes, there is something. This is your energy, the 8 of Cups. This is you. And this may be coming into prominence at some sort of full moon that's coming up. We are having a full moon eclipse in Virgo, which is your house of hopes, wishes, and dreams, on March 3rd. I will be doing a video on that. So stay tuned, subscribe, all the things so you don't miss that. But it can be bringing something emotionally to a closure, because I feel also there is a dream here that is shifting. There is a new dream you want to pursue. And maybe you still haven't fully let go of the old one or the old idea quite yet. Now, that full moon lunar eclipse about letting go in that 11th house is happening during a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, which I will be doing a video on also, which is in your 5th house of, your heart. What makes you feel good, your personal happiness. So that Mercury retrograde, especially for you with this energy coming out, it may be you need just one last little bit of clarity, of moving towards something new, a rethink, clarity, etc., final letting go, an emotional acceptance that, hey, if it didn't work out last year, if you felt, you're the snake, number 9, you had to purge, you had to let it go. And Scorpio, there's often a delay in when we accept something and when we actually let it go and move forward, because we're Scorpio. And it just takes us a little longer to finally move along. And then once you do, I think you're going to see that momentum really pick up, because you'll be super, super focused. This Magician. And you'll be like, all right, I'm just going to create something different, better, newer, bolder, faster, and more inspired. Maybe you have to admit to yourself, yeah, you know what? Last year, that other thing I was trying to get going, that did not inspire me. That did not give me the warm fuzzies. That did not give me the sense of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But I was trying to kind of fit the round peg, in the square hole type thing. So I think this is interesting. We're going to see. But this is, once you shift whatever this 8 of Cups represents for you, that inspired action is raring and ready to go, especially starting in Aries season for you. And it can be about making new commitments in your daily life because of Saturn and Neptune in Aries, your 6th house. So let us see. Let us see. Let me know in the comments what this means for you, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know about the year of the fire horse and a grand adventure that you might be going on. Bobby is helping. He's concentrating. Let us see. Saggies with our unicorn deck, which was the closest thing I could find to a horse deck that I liked. All right, what do we got? Sagittarius. Ooh, look at this. Gorgeous possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. I like to say wild possibilities. Yeah. Elevate your expectations. So tapping into something that maybe you haven't done before, that is very possible because it is a number 1 year as well. It's, yes, the year of the fire horse. So using that fiery passion to pursue the potential within you that maybe is untapped. Let us see. Let us see. And that could take you in a bold new direction. What might that be for you? Let me know in the comments. What is something within you you haven't been able to pursue yet, or you had to put it on the back burner? You'd like to get back to it. What is the untapped potential within you? Let us see. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have an Ace of Swords. And we have the Empress. So we have creative energies here. All right, I'm going to read this a couple different ways. One of the things I am getting is that some of you, the untapped potential has something to do with the female line, the female ancestral line, the feminine, where there's an untapped potential within you that you could live out and heal a family lineage. Like, let's say your mother always wanted to do XYZ and she didn't get to for whatever reason. There could be something within you. You have that talent as well. You have that desire, but you haven't quite tapped into it either. So there could be something here with this year of the fire horse where you are going to tap into it and you heal something with this family lineage. The other possibility here as well is that the potential within you could have something to do with mothering yourself, parenting yourself better, being kinder to yourself in some way. Okay, that's another potential. It could be literally the new adventure could be becoming a grandma, becoming an aunt, becoming a mother, whether, you're adopting or, you're having your baby yourself or whatever you're doing. So there could be something with that as well. Just apply the energies to your life. But there's also something here about you making up your mind, Ace of Swords, to slice through any emotional mishigas that you tell yourself that you can't nurture yourself on a certain path. It could be creative. It could be financial, whatever it might be. I mean, this could be starting your own business. This could be something you want to do for work. This could be writing a book, whatever it is, right? It's like you might have been emotionally telling yourself, I can't do it. Or maybe, again, there's something within you that is a holdover from a family lineage of, women aren't supposed to do that, or, XYZ. So I feel like it's interesting because she's facing to the past for me, this Queen of Cups, and she's like looking right at us. We have this, I feel like there's something here where you are redefining your feminine role, your feminine creative role as well. What you are potentially capable of, you're making up your mind to using your energy of flow and rhythm in new ways. And this is not about forcing. And that's the thing too. The fire horse energy is very aligned with your energy. So when you choose from that place of potential of something that is deeply aligned with your essence, right? This energy that's going on here. And that takes you out of the emotional past of it's not possible for me. You really could have a brand new adventure with any of these types of themes in your life. But it is something here about making that decision and having that mindset of, yeah, I'm just going to go for it. We have the Venus here, Taurus, which is your 6th house of work and well-being. And also the Libra, which is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. So it could be tied into both of those things. It's very, very possible. So I love this for you. I think it's go time in terms of you making that decision to pursue what fires up your creativity. But it's natural. That's the thing. And that's what we mean by flow. It's natural. Like you're not forcing it. It's just this natural burning flame of potential that's been within you. And now it might really take off. All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know about the year of the fire horse, your bold new adventure. We have a unicorn deck, the closest I could come to finding a horse deck. So let us see. Bobo is here assisting. Let us see. Capricorn. Oh, what do we have here? We have growth. Ooh, this looks very Capricorn. All the green. Seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. Okay, so everything's a metaphor. I talked about in some of my Saturn videos and also in my Saturn PDF guide, which I'll leave a link to in the description of the video, that it could be very helpful when we have Saturn going through Aries and this whole new cycle to listen to somebody older and wiser. Now, you're familiar with Saturn. It's your ruling planet, So even you, though, could learn from somebody else who has knowledge that you don't. So your grand adventure in the year of the fire horse could be that. You could go farther, faster, quicker if you do that. It's quite possible. Usually you're one of the smartest people in the room, as we know. But even you could learn from somebody else. That is what I am feeling. But also, this is about something new. You're planting a new seed. We see here there is a little baby unicorn in the card. So you're going to be possibly having a bold new adventure with something that you're growing, whether you're growing a baby, you're maybe adopting a new baby here, this little cat. He's not so little. Or you're growing a new business enterprise. You're growing a new garden, you're growing your finances, whatever you're growing, okay? It could be a beautiful, bold new adventure for you. Fire horse, so passion and momentum. So that's what I'm saying, like it's momentum. Fire horse, it's not slow and steady growth. So you may need, if you want that growth and working with the energies, you may need to look at systems or ways of doing things or a mentor to speed up the process. But you could have exponential growth with something over the course of the year. It's possible here. All right, let us see. What do we need to know about this? Capricorn. He's left me no room on the desk. All right, what do we have? We have the Fool. And we have the Ace of Coins. There's the Seed. And we have the Fire, the King of Wands. All right, so. I would say here that Aries season and Leo season probably are going to be the times when you're going to be ready to embark on this. But it can also just be this King of Wands that it is about making those executive decisions and making those decisions, taking the aligned action that, moves you forward farther, faster, as I was saying. The Fool is about some sort of leap of faith. It is an inspired new beginning, whatever this growth is. And the Fool is associated with Uranus. Uranus is about technology. It's going into Gemini for good as of the end of April. So it can also be using and leveraging technology in some way that could get you the growth that you want. It's very possible. But also this Ace of Coins, that is your energy. And I would say here that whatever this seed is, that it is infused with the energy of passion, business sense, momentum, and excitement. And also the sense that this is fresh and new. You're not recycling an old idea, an old thing. This is not a revival of something from the past. This is brand spanking new, whatever this growth is in your life. So, this is excellent. And the other thing with this energy too is that, as I was saying before, that about growth being exponential, it's very possible with, again, Uranus and this Fool, that things could catch fire, so to speak, with this King of Wands very, very fast once the momentum is there, once that seed has been planted. And there are new, perhaps, systems that you're working to grow what you want to grow. We also have a new moon solar eclipse, very, very powerful, in the middle of August. We will have Jupiter moving into Leo. That eclipse in Leo is in your 8th house of other people's resources. So there could be something going on with that as well. Again, that mentor or guide that we were talking about. Money that comes from other people is the 8th house. So if this is involving funding or clients or building your own business, these types of things, there could be that set in motion for you as well that, again, can grow something very quickly for you. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know about the year of the Fire Horse, a bold, brand new adventure for you. Let us see. With our unicorn deck, the closest thing to a horse deck I could find. Let's see. What do you need to know? Aquarius. Ooh, look at this beautiful leadership. Step into your leadership. Share your message, inspire and empower others. Everything's a metaphor with this, but it does seem a lot about communication, which makes sense considering the fact Saturn and Neptune have both entered your 3rd house of communications and mindset, but inspiring and empowering others. And you can do this through your daily life, your relationships. It doesn't have to be career oriented unless you want it to be. Okay. So, and stepping into your leadership can just be taking charge of your life, taking the reins of your life in your own hands and moving forward. Could be leadership in your family unit. So apply the energies to your life, but this is exciting. So I think there's a bold new adventure with how you think, how you communicate. Maybe you're going to be teaching or learning something new. That's also very possible. But you got something to say here, it seems, and you're going to tell the world about it. You could be starting new social media platform, a YouTube channel, these types of things also very possible. All right. Let me know in the comments what this means for you, Aquarius. Your leadership. Share your message. What's your message? Get the message out. What is your message? We have an 8 of Swords. We have the World. We have a cat making noise in the background. And we have a 10 of Wands. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Both of these are stuck energies. The 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. We got stuck mental energy and stuck energy of the physical, of actually moving forward with something. All we can see is what's in front of our face. And all we can think about is what we've already been thinking about. This is not moving forward energy, in other words. The World is interesting because it can be an ending. She's in a little egg getting ready to be born, though. because out of every end, there is a beginning. So, and the idea of the world can also be showing up in a super authentic way, because all she's got wrapped around her is a little scarf. So it's like, what you see is what you get. Here I am. So, and of course, your energy is also in the World card. So I feel like there's something here about your own self-expression and taking a risk. Now, it can be about vulnerability, but that word sometimes has connotations of, I think, that are slightly negative, in that if you're vulnerable, you risk hurt or something like that, and judgments, which, yes, can sometimes be true. When you are like very honest and forthright and, you say stuff, other people, you can't control other people's reactions. In other words, they're going to say and think whatever. So in that sense, I do feel there's something here about you being a little more vulnerable. You don't have to be like totally like, like blah, just saying everything, but you still keep an appropriate boundary around you. See, she's in the egg. You still keep an appropriate boundary, or you reinforce your boundaries. If somebody doesn't like what you have to say, you're just like, all right, whatever. But I think you need to lead yourself first out of this mindset and situation here of this cannot change. So having that conversation first with yourself, that you're the only one that can make that change. And then once you let's put those aside, you take that leap of faith, then it's about, okay, how am I more authentic with my messaging, how I'm showing up in the world, what I'm communicating, who I'm communicating to? How do I maintain a boundary yet still be authentically myself? So I think that's your grand adventure, greater authentic alignment with what's in your heart to be saying to the world, whatever your world is, whatever your world may be. And if you've been in an 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands situation for a long time, which that's possible with that energy, it could feel a little uncomfortable at first. And that's where that boldness comes in, of just, feel the fear and do it anyway. Hop on that horse and ride, go for it. Let's not forget also, Pluto is in your sign. And he's going to be in there for a long time, but especially if you're born earlier in Aquarius season, he is churning up the energy of breaking out of old roles and old ways of thinking, being, doing, to birth the new, which is also this World card. And did you catch your Aquarius solar return video that I did for you? I will leave a link to that in the description. You might want to check that out, Aquarius, if you haven't already done so. So I love this for you. The success will come with a change in the way you think, in terms of what is possible for you, the way you lead your life by example. And if other people don't like it, they know where to go, or you will tell them where to go. And Pisces, let's see what you need to know about the year of the fire horse, your bold, brand new adventure. With our unicorn deck, the closest thing I could find to a horse deck. Let us see, Pisces. How are you feeling now that Saturn and Neptune are out of your sign? Let me know. And we're done with eclipses. Well, no, we got one more eclipse in your sign in August. Then you're done. Oh, and talk about eclipses and cycles. That is the card we get for you. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. That's a beautiful card. And all that purple, that's very Pisces. So here's the thing about the cycles. This is a brand new cycle. We're in a number 1 year. It's fire horse. It's about initiation, momentum, moving fast, forward, excited. And, last year we couldn't do that too much because, year of the snake, shedding, purging. We had eclipses in your sign of letting go. Like I said, we got one more left. We had Saturn and Neptune in your sign that were still dogging on you, that were still, causing delays and blockages, but no more. So this is about a new cycle in your life. And this is going to mean different things to different people because it does depend on your individual situation. What new cycle do you want to start in your life? Is it related to money? We have 2 planets now in your money house in Aries. Is it related to something with changing the cycle of your life, going back to work, retiring from work, becoming a grandparent, becoming a parent, these types of things, starting creative projects, etc. So what is it really the right time for you in your life with a fresh new cycle and a bold new adventure? That's what the year of the fire horse is about for you. Okay. Which it couldn't happen before for whatever reason, but this is the timing. The timing is right. And that's how it is sometimes, It's like sometimes with certain manifestations, like you want them, you want them, you want them. Sometimes it's really the matter of the timing and where you're at. But like I said, I feel like that's the past for you with the Saturn-Neptune blockages removed. You may find that the end of August, when we have that lunar eclipse in your sign, is like the kind of a major release point for you. I mean, it could, of course, come sooner than that, obviously, but that's definitely a time marker to pay attention to. Like kind of ending a chapter once and for all. We also have Mercury retrograde in your sign, which is coming up. I'm going to do a video on that. And I will also be doing a video for your solar return birthday. So don't miss that. All right, let us see. That's coming out soon. We have a 5 of Swords. We have a 10 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, the timing wasn't right to begin a new cycle, but it's coming. Here it is, the 4 of Cups. So here is the thing. Here's the thing. With the Mercury retrograde coming up in your sign from February 28th to March 20th, there may be some last things to just clear up mentally. Here's the 10 of Swords, and rethink about your journey and where you're at now. Again, rethink your journey with the Saturn, Neptune, where you are now versus where you were 3, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We got the 5 and the 10 here. And really draw the line in the sand, 10 of Swords, and make peace with your past and what you've been through. Some of you are already doing that. It's like a clearing the decks energy, but it's very interesting that we just got Saturn and Neptune out of your sign, and now we have a Mercury retrograde in your sign. So this is personal to you. It's like personal, like, looking at your history, looking at your situations, putting things into perspective so that you can say yes quickly and move forward quickly when the universe brings you something. Because here it is, the 4 of Cups. And you could be like sitting there because the last 3 years with the 3 cups here, your last 3 years with Saturn in your sign, you're like, well, there he is sitting with his arms folded. I don't trust anything coming on in. It was so hard and so stupid with Saturn in my sign. Universe, I don't quite trust you yet. Again, that can be something to clear out. Fighting with the universe, 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Okay. So there is something here to get out of a stuck mental cycle, which I'm not blaming you. Who could blame you? I mean, I've said in various videos that I have done, especially, goodbye Neptune, and Pisces, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Like, thank God that was over. It was hard. It was hard for a lot of people. It was the crying season. That's what I was calling it. Anyway, we're done with that. So this is the thing. It could be 4 weeks from when you watch this, 4 months from when you watch it. This may also have, I'm getting the buzz that this may have something to do with still when Jupiter is in Cancer, which it will be until the end of June. That there could be something surprising that comes in that, again, it's the right timing and cycle for it. So it is about the emotional preparation, being ready to jump in and say yes and get on that horse and ride toward it. And I do feel it has a little bit of an element of surprise here. And it will kind of, the arms folded here, very protective energy. It's going to require a little bit of a leap of faith. And that's the thing too about the fire horse. It's just like, Don't overthink it. If you're feeling it, if you're feeling the vibe, just jump in and do. And again, that's an energy to kind of get more comfortable with because things were so blocked for so long with that Saturn-Neptune scenario. So you are beginning a whole new cycle. I do think there will be a very clear sign from the universe with when it's time to start moving toward that. Do a little bit of that mental cleanup during your Mercury retrograde, and you'll be in a good place to begin your brand new adventure. So thank you so much for joining me for your Year of the Fire Horse Bold New Adventure Oracle and Tarot reading. I would love to hear from you in the comments. What are you looking forward to in the year ahead? And please check out all the other videos on the channel, my new Coffee and Cosmos playlist, where we look a lot at the astrological energies that are happening. There's some personal stories intermingled, so you can look at how astrology works in real life. And yeah, keep your good vibes coming. This is an amazing year to make really a bold new adventure out of our lives after a lot of heaviness in the year of the snake. So we are ready for the bold, the new, the number one year, new beginnings, fire, passion, motivation, drive, and movement forward. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.